So we all kind of go through periods where sometimes we're very happy, sometimes we're very sad, right? Our emotions are constantly fluctuating. They're never stable or never stable for a long period of time, at least. That's perfectly fine, right? You're human. It's okay to feel your feels. It's totally okay to take a mental health day if you need to. I'd say even a week, but don't let the emotions kind of take over your life, right? Yes, take a week to feel your feels and stuff, but don't neglect your to-do list. Don't neglect your responsibilities, right? My last video actually was talking about controlling your emotions. You need to control your emotions while you feel your emotions, essentially. But what I want to talk about today is how to kind of get past that journey, right? Essentially, when you're in the dumps, when you're in your feels, right, and you're kind of going through the ins and outs of it, you're in a dark cave, right? This video is kind of about how to kind of, you're right here and the light is right here. You're almost there, right? How are you going to transition to that light, right? There's no light without dark. I've said it many, many times. This is what helped change my life drastically, right? Sit by yourself for 5, 10 minutes, turn off all distractions, no social media, no phone, no nothing, right? And envision yourself 5 years from now, right? 5 years is a good time frame because you always want to think in a long-term aspect. You never want to think 5 months or 5 days. You want to think long-term. 5 to 10 years is ideal. Imagine yourself 5 to 10 years from now, right? The higher version of yourself. What do they look like? What do they wear? Where do they live? What kind of car do they drive? When they wake up and they look out their window, what do they see? Where do they live? What country do they live in? Are they married? If so, who are they married to? What does that spouse look like? What does your wife look like? What does your husband look like, right? So envision all those things and then come back to reality and analyze where you are right now, right? How am I going to get from where I am today to the higher version of myself? Would the higher version of myself be doing XYZ? That's what you need to realize, right? Anytime you're about to do something stupid, think to yourself, would the higher version of myself do this? Right? Joe Rogan has this great quote where he says, imagine a film crew is filming your life, a documentary about your life, and they're constantly following you around with a camera, right? Like this. They're constantly just trying to record your life, right? What are you going to do? What stupid things are you going to do? None. You're not going to do anything stupid, right? You're going to try to put your best foot forward, right? That's how you should be. You should be the same person both in private and in public, right? You can't just put on a fake persona of being a disciplined man, a disciplined woman, a boss, right? A G or whatever, a high value man, high value woman, and then be the complete opposite in private, right? Because eventually the cracks will become visible and people will see through that false facade that you're putting out there, right? So sit back and really, really analyze, right? Well, now we know what the higher version of yourself looks like. Now, what is the current version of yourself going to do to get to that higher version of yourself? And what does that higher version of yourself do in a situation like the one you're in right now, right? And when you analyze these types of things, you get into a flow state, right? And then you just start, you want to get better, right? You want to get better for you, right? It's not about a relationship or a person or a job or da da da. It's all about you. You came into this world alone, you're going to leave this world alone. I can't stress that enough.